Welcome to the Neighbor Reading Tutor training video, Tutoring Techniques 1, Introduction to Tutoring. This video serves as just one component of our 4-part training program. It shows and explains the basic skills and strategies used in the Reading Tutor program. We'll endeavor to show you the basic principles and procedures that our tutors use to engage students. Tutoring sessions are modeled after in-school guided reading instruction. All of our schools are secure, which means you must identify yourself before being buzzed into the school by staff.
Hi, it's Colleen from Neighbor to Neighbor.
Once you've entered the school, you go directly to the office to sign in and put on your identification badge. Tutoring supplies are provided by Neighbor to Neighbor and are stored at the school. Tutors set up the tutoring space according to a prescribed sequence. Tutors check the logbook, which contains notes from previous sessions and the student's current reading level. Tutors initially make arrangements with the teacher on how they would like students withdrawn and readmitted to the classroom.
Hi, Mrs. Wahoda. Good morning. How are you? Good. Annalise, Mrs. Wahoda is here for you.
Hi, Annalise.
Students must never be unaccompanied or out of their tutor's sight. The short walk from the classroom to the tutoring area is a perfect opportunity to build a relationship with the student.
So what did you get up to this weekend, Annalise?
We strive to create a safe environment for students by starting conversations with open-ended questions that are not leading or judgmental in nature. The tutor sits across or at right angle to the student and begins by going through the sight words.
All right, before we get started with your book, let's just review these words that we look at each week and practice. Okay.
That.
Good.
To.
Yes.
And.
Very good.
Was. Is. The. In. I. A. Of. Here. He. And. It.
Good.
Once completed, the tutor allows the student to choose from 3 appropriately leveled books.
All right, so I went through the bins and I looked for some books I thought you would like to read. So I picked out 3. If you could pick out one that you'd like to read with me this morning. This one? Okay. Why did you pick that one?
The picture walk is the next step and takes about 4 to 5 minutes. The picture walk is used to give the students clues as to what the story is about. It also allows the child and tutor to identify difficult words or information that's important to the context of the story. This exercise helps to establish the purpose of reading, engage prior knowledge, and make predictions.
Let's go through and look at more of the pictures before we start reading. What do you see in this picture?
A little boy with his mama waiting for him and his dad playing baseball with him.
Okay, so baseball definitely seems to be a theme in this book. And what's going on here?
Tutors support the students by utilizing their prior knowledge of sounding out words, using phonics, or breaking down words. This is called decoding. Tutors use cueing questions to help the students decode words. The reading strategies used in our program reinforce classroom instruction. We are reiterating information that the students hear every day in their literacy block. 1. Use the picture clues. 2. Use the sound of the first letter. 3. Go back and reread. 4. Guess and go on. 5. Skip the word and keep going. 6. Ask a friend. And 7. Look it up in the dictionary.
Taught
Yes.
him how to pitch and play baseball.
Okay, so could we go back and read,
Pitch a baseball.
yes, can we go back and read that sentence one more time?
Okay.
Starting right here.
Mateo's father taught him how to pitch a baseball.
Good.
One day,
What's the first letter?
C.
So what sound is that going to make here? Do you see an H after it?
No.
So it's just going to be K, O, Ch.
Coach.
Have you ever heard of the word coach?
No.
Okay, so that's a word that's new to you. A coach is the person that teaches people on teams how to play a sport.
He was hopping.
Let's take a look at that word. That was a very good guess. Okay, I'm going to help you with this. Holding. Okay, this word, I'm going to cover up the second half. You know what that word is, right? Yes.
Try out.
Very good.
Primo laughed. You don't have a
Look at this word. What do people wear when they play sports? That starts with the letter U.
Uniform.
You got it. So let's start again.
You don't have a uniform. It was the lady from the card.
Yes, that is the word cart. Absolutely. But there's a word in the middle.
Cob cart.
Okay, let's look at the picture. Can you tell what she's making in this picture from the picture?
Burritos.
Oh, that's so close. Think of it something that's like a burrito, but it starts with the letter T.
Taco.
You got it.
The taco cart.
Good.
She added.
Okay, so do you understand what she's saying there to him?
Yeah.
What is she saying to him?
She's saying you must leave after all the people are done.
Yes. Okay, very good. All right. Very good. So that story was pretty much exactly as you predicted from the pictures, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that book?
Yeah.
Good.
Note how the tutor allows the student to read on their own, interrupts only if the student needs help, reinforces the use of the reading strategies, and gives praise when the student corrects. Each tutoring session is 15 to 20 minutes. The students see 2 different tutors each week. For demonstration purposes, we've inserted Kevin, Annalise's second tutor, to complete the tutoring session. Once the student has finished reading, the tutor asks the student to retell the story in as much detail as possible. Sometimes, tutors need to model the oral retell for the student, offer prompts, or open the book and allow the student to look at the pictures to reinforce the sequence of events. The tutor uses the oral retell card to help the student retell the story in sequence.
Starting from the beginning, can you tell me what happened at first?
There was a little boy with his father and his mother.
Okay.
That had a happy time.
And do you remember the boy's name?
Mateo.
Very good. And then can you tell me what happened next?
The logbook serves as a record of attendance, a progress report or running record, and as a communication piece between the tutors. The tutor reinforces the use of strategies by reviewing with the student and checking off in the logbook. At the end of the session, the tutor allows the student to choose a sticker to place on their bookmark. Never underestimate the value of something as simple as a sticker. Stickers are a huge incentive for the students and visible reminder of the number of books they've read, their accomplishments, and successes. After the session, the tutor accompanies the student back to class. Now, to recap. First, we use the sight words. Then we do the picture walk and introduce difficult vocabulary and character names. We establish the purpose for reading. During the reading, we use the reading strategies to assist in the decoding process. After the reading, we do an oral retell to support comprehension skills and find out if the purpose for reading and the predictions were indeed true. We wrap up by reviewing the strategies in the logbook with the student and rewarding them with effective praise and stickers. The tutor then escorts the student back to the classroom. Here's an example of a tutoring session using a nonfiction book with Mattie and Daniel. Tutors begin sessions with sight words until the student has mastered all the commonly used words that need to be instantly recalled and not sounded out. In the early grades, students are introduced to fiction and nonfiction material. Sometimes, nonfiction material has a glossary that serves to identify difficult words or information that's important to the context of the story.
The glossary, just so you know some of the words that might be difficult for you. So can you read me this word here?
Competitor.
That's great. And do you know what a competitor is?
It's a person or team that one plays against a rival.
The picture walk is used to give the student clues as to what the story is about. It also allows the child and tutor to engage prior knowledge, establish the purpose of reading, and make predictions.
Many fans believe Wrigley is a baseball treasure with its 9 decades.
Oh, do you want to try that word again? With its 9.
With its 9
Good sounding out.
decades.
Good job. Decades. That's good sounding out.
Jackie Robinson. Robinson
Good. So Jackie Robinson.
was a smart and fearless competitor with remarkable baseball skills.
You're doing good at going back and rereading those words. So good job. It's hard. So it's Nicaragua. But that was a good guess.
Derek was a leader in scoring hits and runs in the American League and was a 5-team World Series champion.
A
5-time World Series champion.
Good job going back and rereading.
As mentioned previously, each tutoring session is 15 to 20 minutes. The students see 2 different tutors each week. For demonstration purposes, we've inserted Gareth, who is Daniel's second tutor, to complete the tutoring session. Once the student has finished reading, the tutor closes the book and asks the student to retell the story in as much detail as possible. I guess now we can do the oral retell, which of course is really important because it lets us find out if you learn and lets you find out if you learned as well. Sometimes, tutors need to model the oral retell for the student, offer prompts, or open the book to allow the student to look at the pictures to reinforce the sequence of events. The tutor uses the oral retell card for nonfiction to help the student retell the story in sequence. As previously mentioned, the logbook serves as a record of attendance, a progress report or running record, and as a communication tool between the tutors. The tutor reinforces the use of strategies by reviewing with the student and checking off in the logbook. At the end of the session, the tutor allows the student to choose a sticker to place on their bookmark. The tutor accompanies the student back to class. That was awesome. Well done. Now, to recap a nonfiction session. 1. Introduce difficult vocabulary through sight words or a glossary. 2. A picture walk. Establish the purpose for reading, prior knowledge, and predictions. 3. Reading and strategies. There are 7 strategies. 4. Oral retell. The topic, 5 facts, and reflection. 5. The logbook and stickers. You're now ready to take the next steps. Thanks very much for following along.